Hey there, and welcome back to another Playcast here. It's me and Rob again.
Hey everybody.
And we're here to play some more Aidalon, following up from our previous video. So last video, Goldie ended up beating Captain Tal, or I guess that's giving away what happened, but
spoilers.
I hope is that you've watched it. And so now Goldie's going to be facing off. I took Gone Goldie so that Rob can play a different deck. And Rob, you're going to be playing...
Marwa, Queen of Thieves. I don't know where to...
Yeah, wherever. I'll have her pop up on screen. Yeah, Marwa, we did show off this awesome Marwa art in an update recently. And yeah, Rob, tell him, what's she got? What's that bag?
Oh yeah, there's a little hidden thing here. Marwa is clutching a little bag with there's like a little insect guy with a friendly face and his tongue out. So she's got a little to-go bag from a popular fast food place on Eidalon called Crispy Crawler.
Crispy Crawler, which funny enough, that card has been played like on the Playcast before.
Oh, okay.
And Crispy Crawler, but there's no art. It's just called Crispy Crawler. I don't even know if we talked about Crispy Crawler being a restaurant or what, but I just remember somewhat recently when we leaked this art, when we showed this art off, someone in the Discord...
Someone figured it out?
Someone in the Discord's like, oh, she's got a bag of Crispy Crawler. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I was actually kind of shocked.
That's pretty great. Yeah.
That someone like put all of it together and like kind of...
Yeah.
It makes me feel good about the theme.
I'm always shocked at how much people can piece together from very little information.
From just a couple cards and stuff I forgot I even showed them. And again, I don't know if we actually said it was a restaurant, but I love that someone actually like took the time to like connect all the dots and be like, oh, it must be Crispy Crawler.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it? Why would it be anything else?
And apparently Marwa's a fan. So
yeah, Marwa is a fan, or she's just using it to keep her cash in or whatever.
It could be, yeah. Who knows what's in that bag?
But yeah, Marwa is about stealing. So Marwa likes to steal shards.
Right. There's kind of a one of the themes, one of the kind of groups within the remnants, the purple faction, is this ability to take some shards away from your opponent. Yeah,
yeah. The people that live around the Robo Plaza.
Right. You might find an extra hand in your pocket if you hang around there.
There's a card in that deck called a Robo Plaza, which will probably come into play.
Is that how you say it, Orobo?
I don't know, Orobo.
I've always said Orobo, but I mean, I
this
feel like
is the nature of sci-fi words, right? It's like, even Rangers, I hear different, like lutrinol, there's just different pronunciations for...
Well, in the case of Eidalon, there's a whole galaxy of different accents, so I'm sure there's many more pronunciations than we have.
Yeah, so Rob's gonna be taking on a steel deck. I'm taking on Goldie again. We'll see if this time I'll draw the shifting stuff and it'll get a little wacky. But yeah. So
I'm
these
excited.
A quick reminder: these are not final cards or anything.
No,
these are printed on Fisher's.
Just a home printer. Not anything fancy.
Yeah, and also I think some of the icons got messed up in this confront icon is different now if you look at the Game Found page and but it's fine. You'll be able to follow what's going on because it's the old confront icon everyone's used to, and maybe I'll try to update them for the pop-ups. But and also, cards are subject to change, even though these are pretty much kind of soft-locked final versions.
Most of these are mostly final, I would say, but not the art has not been.
Yeah, some of the art placement is like I did it in a minute for some InDesign exports, so not every some of the art pieces.
We've got a couple art pieces I know that are missing backgrounds even.
Yeah, some of the agents.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rob, you want to rock paper scissors for who goes first?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you got me.
I gotcha.
You want to go first?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
And
I just shuffled.
I did too.
Here, you can cut my
off
deck.
Camera. Okay, sure.
We'll do the traditional.
We'll do
thing. And 5 cards.
5 cards, 5 shards.
Yeah. That last Playcast episode was really long in a good way. It was like such a tense game.
It was, yeah. It definitely went longer than I expected, but it was was a pretty exciting game, I think.
But I don't know what this one's going to be like. So it's going to be really fun to see. Maybe this will be a fast one.
I think in my limited experience, I feel like the remnants tend to be pretty fast. One way or the other, the games tend to be pretty fast.
Yeah. All right. Well then, Rob, I'm not going to mulligan anything.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I will keep as well. Yeah, I'll keep. So I'm going first?
You're first.
All right. I'm going to spend an action to stage right in the middle.
I'm going to stage right in the middle, but in the front.
Okay. And I have to keep your ability in mind.
Yeah.
Goldie's. Okay.
Sneaky little heat ability.
Okay. All right. Action number 2. I'm gonna delve on your network.
I kind of assumed something like that.
You know, Marwa's.
I will. Her ability is pass a card, right?
So yeah, Marwa's ability here, since we haven't seen it before, is after you pass a player's forge card, if you have fewer shards in your pool than they have, exhaust this card, steal 1 shard from their pool.
Okay.
But then her collection icon is a card rather than a shard. So.
Yeah. So I might not even want to put a card over there if I have the ability. Now I'm giving away too much information, so maybe I will do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to forge Waterway Fairy and shift it over.
Ah, okay.
So I think you'll still have more shards than me. Or even, will it be even? So I think I'll be safe.
I have to have fewer to activate Marwa. So that's interesting. Okay, actually, I'm going to now spend 1 to forge a Cortex data flipper.
Oh, God, I forgot you actually had something staged.
I did.
I wasn't even thinking.
My very first.
My brain.
So
of course
now we're
you did.
4 and 4.
Yeah, so I gave away what I was kind of doing when I said I put something there, but the strategy probably would have been to just let you in so you wouldn't steal anything.
I think it works out.
It works out
kind
fine.
of the same.
So are you going to pay 1 to pass it?
I'm going to pay 1 to pass it.
Okay, and then you're going to.
And then when I pass it, Marwa's ability activates, and I steal a shard from you.
You have to exhaust her, but yeah.
Right. And then.
Stinky already.
And then I'm going to. I mean, you have a couple more instant windows.
I don't have any stinky things to do.
Before I
don't know why I'm so obsessed with stinky today. I think last Playcast I said it a couple times.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm just immune to all of your
weird
all your sayings. I've heard them before.
Yeah. Everyone at Earthborne has to deal with my weird.
That's okay.
Silliness.
I've grown to love them. So I'm gonna pay. It'll just be 1 shard to give you 1 heat.
Yes. Yeah. Look, you're being like I was with Captain Talon.
I know. I don't know. I feel like with purple, with the remnants, you've just gotta
go fast.
Get in there. Yeah. So you've got 1 heat, so I get to discover a card off at the top of your network.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Auntie Ruth. Oh my gosh.
2 shards and an action.
And I can actually do that because I delved on my second action instead of my third.
So that's yours.
So I'll spend 2 of my 3 shards. Yeah, and I actually score an agent immediately.
Man.
And then I'm going to use my Cortex data flipper. It says after you complete a breach on a player's network, exhaust this card to steal 1 shard from their pool.
Yes.
So I'll do that.
Gosh.
And now we're 2 and 2. So yeah. So now
No,
I'm trying to get you back for Captain Tao.
This is the yeah, you're getting me back now. I got to think here what I want to do to make your life difficult.
Oh, and I'm out of actions because I spent one stealing Auntie Ruth. So you've got 2 actions now to get your revenge.
Yeah, I got to think about how I want to handle Marwa here. I think I'm going to, because it's a safe time to do it, I'm going to call in favors.
Okay. But yeah, actually, it is a very safe time to do it. And
1, 2, 3.
And I've depleted your shards
gosh.
enough. It's probably a good call.
My meaty little claws can't. So 4 shards and a card. And that's the end of the round. I also will gain a shard from Goldie.
Okay.
So I'm going to be in a good spot to. I got to stop the Cortex Data Flipper quickly.
Yeah. Well, you've got a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, I was able to steal from you, and then you were able to recover it right away.
Yeah.
So, all right. So,
All right. Gain a shard, draw a card.
Shard, draw a card.
Wow, Cory, you're rich. Yeah, 4 shards.
Here, sorry.
5 from
I'm gonna
Goldie, 1 from Leslie. All right. So I'm first now. And I need to stop that Cortex Data Flipper, I think.
I think you do.
I think I just need to go for it right now. If you delve on me at all, you're just going to steal a bunch of money. So I'm going to delve on your council.
Wow. Okay, right into the council.
Right into
it. Well, I've not had a chance to do anything, so let me just take a quick check in hand.
Steal,
it does. You do kind of need to deal with it
yeah,
quickly,
deal with
or
it
it gets
quickly.
out of control. I think so.
can be sneaky.
Okay, I've got nothing. What would you like?
All right,
You've got enough shards. You can probably just.
I'm going to deal with that, but you want to collect with it and draw a card first?
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I get a.
You got a shard.
We did our shard
Yeah.
in a card. Yeah. Okay.
believe so.
Oh, I didn't draw my card
Oh, yeah, go
because
for
I've
it.
only got 5. So, okay.
then-
And then I'll draw off.
For Cortex Data Flipper. Yeah, cool. I will pay 4 shards.
Yep. And then it is scrapped.
Yeah, I can't. That
So I
card's
know-
scary.
It is. Yeah.
And I'm going to get to your council,
Okay.
and I will give you a... What am I doing? I'm going to give you a heat.
Well. Yeah, probably a good idea for Goldie.
And then let's look at one card.
Okay. And I've got 6 in hand,
Oh
actually.
my gosh. This one.
Okay.
Big Rock Bouncer. Mm-hmm. I love this big rhino man.
Right.
Why? Yeah.
I think this is a new art piece for
This is a
everyone,
new
isn't
art
it?
piece, yeah. I don't even know if this card's been seen.
Engaging. Yeah.
The story behind this one, this is actually kind of funny.
So the current art piece,
Yeah.
is this bouncer in front of I don't know, perhaps a nightclub, perhaps
Yeah.
some other kind of establishment.
And the funny thing about it is that early on in development, I think we when you're making cards, you just put
You were just throwing out titles,
I think
right?
Michael named this. I think Michael just named this card Big Rock.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, this is an obstacle, and it's just a big rock.
Just-
And I think Fisher specifically was like, you got to find a way to keep Big Rock.
I loved Big Rock.
Yeah, you're here. You arrived just in time.
I think
I heard talk of Big Rock. Actually, it was an entire coincidence, but I loved that card.
Yeah, and so we were just like, all right, we gotta keep the Big Rock, and so it's
I
just
think
like,
I was not convinced, and we talked about what would justify it in the
yeah. At first, I
setting.
was like, well, there's like a big rock in like the middle of some plaza or something. I was like, I don't know how that's an obstacle, but and then I was like, well, he's like a big rock bouncer. He's like maybe it's a club, the Big Rock.
Well,
Club.
actually, Big Rock, yeah, that's interesting because I always took Rock to be the name of his sort of rhinoceros-like species, but maybe he works for a club called the Big Rock.
See,
I was picturing, the club's name is the Big Rock.
I think it's interesting. We had totally different takes on it.
There's not everything is perfectly solved in the lore book and canonized. But that's card games, buddy.
More things than you might think.
More things than you might think are lore specific.
Rob has the Auntie Steel at the start of the game.
Right,
this time.
yeah.
I know, this is like
just came
the
out-
inverse of last
I was
game.
like, I gotta speed up.
Yeah, so Big Rock Bouncer,
Yep.
that's the one.
That's the one.
I'm not
So
gonna
you're
get rid of it.
Yeah. Okay, so that was your first action.
Mm-hmm.
My first action.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be useful.
All right. I spend an action to stage here.
Ooh. I'm gonna stage here.
Okay.
Yes. No. I'm gonna stage here.
Okay. I will stage here.
Oh my gosh, what's happening? Okay. I'll stage here.
Okay.
That's my last action.
And then I'm going to delve on your network again.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna gain a shard with Goldie first.
Okay.
As my instant. And then that's all I'm gonna do for that. So what are you gonna do?
So it's 1 to get through?
1 to get through.
Okay. I'm going to spend the 1 to get through. And then after I pass a player's forged card, if I have fewer shards in my pool, I'm going to steal a shard back.
Yeah, I don't
you.
love that. I don't love that.
And continue.
Okay. I'm going to forge this card for 2.
Okay.
Tunnel Runners. This is a new card. I don't even know if we've shown this card at all.
I don't think so.
This is one of those weird cards that when a lot of people see it, they're like, what is the point of this card?
Like, what do I actually do with it?
Because it's an instant speed shift, and it has no collection icon or anything.
Right.
But instant speed shift is really, really good. It's
very powerful.
It's very powerful. It's the point that I've had to nerf a lot of these instant speed shift cards over the years. But
I think it's a fun mechanic.
It's a super fun mechanic.
I remember
Orange loves it.
One of our first games we did on camera. I think I managed to do it to Fisher a couple of times in a row.
Well, you did the recalibrate on that.
Oh,
one.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It was an unforged. But Orange has a lot of fun, tricky mechanics.
So this one is like, so what I'm going to do here, I'm still in the instant window. I forged this, right? I'm going to exhaust this and shift it, and I can swap it with this. So now you're approaching one of
this
your
again. Yeah. Okay.
Which is not super helping me at the moment. I'm just trying to get a little engine going, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a little engine going, have a little fun, show off.
Well, you are making me pay 2 to get through.
Yeah, the stealing is getting annoying.
I think the stealing might still give you some trouble because I got a shard from you. Yeah, I'm going to spend this shard to break through the waterway ferry again. And then I guess actually, but I can't use Marwa again to steal from you because she exhausts.
And you don't have your Cortex data flipper anymore.
I do not.
Which, by the way, I know that one didn't have art, but the art piece, I've seen the sketches for that.
It's very cool.
It's very cool.
I'm very excited for that art piece. Yeah,
I like how it's looking.
Okay, and in the instant window before I get to your network, though, I've got one last trick.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a shard, and I'm going to forge a Marauder's Market.
Ooh, okay.
So this card is a source. It says, and this is another new art.
There's a lot of new art in these last playcasts here. These new
ones. This is like, we talked about the concept of the Marauder's Market, and it's sort of like they're these little like pop-up stalls that sell items you can't sort of get easily from a reputable marketplace, and they kind of pop up in some of the places mostly where the remnants kind of frequent, and you can get a hold of some things that might have previous owners that are looking for them, and maybe just some things that have been, I don't know, embargoed by the collective or something.
I think there's a kind of black markety little
black
pop-ups.
Market, gray market. So so somebody's found one of these during its operating hours and can get stuff.
I love that art piece. I really think it turned out great. I love the little drawer, the pass-through drawer. It's got like a little face on it.
Yeah.
It's really great.
So this Marauder's Market is going to allow me, while I have 3 or fewer shards in my pool, it gets a +1 shard collection icon.
So you draw a card.
Before I look at your network, I can get a shard and a card.
Yeah, because now it has 2 collection icons, basically.
Right, one of each. So that's pretty handy. So although I'm still only at 2 shards here.
Yeah.
So now the question is, do I spend both of them to give you a second heat, knowing that I can't interact with probably anything?
Yeah.
Or
thinking long game, or you thinking short?
Right, or do I hope I mean, the thing is, I know there's not that many agents that I can grab for only 2, so I think I actually just spend all of my resources and give you a second heat. And also that makes it harder for Goldie to do her job. So
I think it's a smart move. You ready?
Yep. All right.
1.
Flooding Thoroughfare.
Yeah, Flooding Thoroughfare.
I cannot interact with it.
2.
And recalibrate. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well.
Ooh, I'm gonna want that soon.
So I've been stealing from you nonstop, and yet I have no shards.
Yeah. Now stealing is like it's a swing, but it also it's like you can't kind of rely on it as a main.
I feel like it's more about keeping you down than boosting me up.
Yeah.
It sort of ends up.
You sort of keep us both down in a way.
Yeah.
And so if you have another way of making
which is
money,
very thematic for the remnants. I mean, they kind of live around the corners of society.
It's not like efficient enough to make a ton of money stealing. But
all right. Well, that was my last action. So do you have any final instance?
I mean, I'm out of actions as well. So that's it. I don't have any instance that I want to make.
I've already collected. So and it's interesting too. Both of these cards are very strong, but they both have a card collection. So
yeah.
So I get card and a shard. So I don't have any obvious ways of making money on this next turn.
Yeah, shard and a card. All right, and then
it's back to me, I believe.
Yeah. Man, some of this art looks so good, man. I mean, all of the art looks good.
I'm just excited seeing it. Some of it finally in place on the cards.
I know.
I've been looking at it a lot, but it hasn't been on the cards yet.
It feels really good to kind of see things kind of finally culminate.
It's very satisfying.
To something.
Okay.
Right. While you make I'm going to sort of quick check the cameras.
Sure.
Everyone knows. People who are familiar with the Playcast know that Cory is a nervous Nelly.
All right. So, I got to refresh all my actions here.
Yeah.
So
And you gained a shard and drew a card?
I did, yeah, and I'm still only at 1. I was empty. So I think that's the main problem here. So the remnants do have a few ways of getting cash quickly. So I'm going to play Finders Keepers. Spend an action. I have to gain a heat,
which is
and then I gain 4 shards and draw a card. So, what does that heat represent? How has Marwa suddenly gained 4 credits?
I mean, she's probably stole it.
Probably stealing. That
poor
be the
crispy.
judge.
Yeah, that poor crispy crawler.
Maybe the art will lend some insight into what is going on there.
Yeah. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
All right, so I'm up to 5. That's right.
That's what I haven't heard that said all the way through.
And now, I'm still at 6 cards. So
man,
interesting.
I'm gonna stage a card here. Yeah, here.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. I noticed when I was playing OmniWorks, I ended up with a pretty full grid, and now your grid is already looking pretty full, and that's bad news for me. So
maybe.
Probably.
Who knows?
Probably. Okay.
Who knows? His name's Rob.
Okay. I think Marwa needs to stay on the offensive, so I'm going to spend my second action to delve your council.
My council?
Yeah.
Do I want to do this? I think I do. I'm gonna collect, gain a shard, and then I'm going to, let me check this one too. I actually, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. You can you can discover if you want, but I'm not gonna forge it.
I'm gonna just bypass. I'm gonna continue on to slot number 2 there.
Right. I will now pay 1.
Okay.
To forge. Flooding Thoroughfare.
Flooding Thoroughfare. Okay.
After it's forged, it gets +2, so it's a 3 to pass.
3 to pass.
Yeah.
That's interesting because it's a lot of money, but it's still not enough to let me activate Marwa's ability. So you've got 3 cards in hand, 2 heat. I think I'm just going to pay it. I think I'm going to see. I want to know what's being protected by 2 cards. I'm going to get through.
Cool. So you're going to keep going, and then are you getting me another heat? You probably can't, right?
I cannot. And I've only got 2 shards, so this is interesting because I could collect with Marauder's Market because it'll. I'm back down under 3 shards, so it has a shard collection icon in addition to its card collection. But I'm already at 6 cards, so if I draw off of that, I'm almost certainly going to have to discard a card. But if you have an agent, it'll be worth it, and I feel like the remnants are all about taking the risk. So I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to get a shard and a card, and just we'll see what happens to that.
All right, here's my hand.
Okay. So I get to see 2 of the 3. So let's start with this.
Oh, man. Oh gosh. Oh, this is not looking good for me.
Recruiter and Alero.
And you'll be able to take it. But I do get to choose a player, and they draw 2 cards. I'm going to choose you.
I think that's probably a wise choice. I'm going to have so many cards. All right, so I draw 2. Okay.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand. So I think it seems like no matter which deck you play, I end up getting milled.
I didn't know. I didn't know I was going to be that guy.
That's pretty good.
That's funny. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're already at.
I mean, in a way, that's almost like a cipher, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I have to.
Brutal.
I'm gonna have to discard so many cards.
Man, what am I gonna do?
And then I still get to see 1 more, right? I got.
Oh yeah, you do.
Sorry, that was just card number 1. So let's see. Can I?
And Mender Mycologist,
nothing there,
which I need to get
but
out.
no discovery.
I need to get that ability.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've been very aggressive, and so far it's paid off. But
it has paid off.
I'm still down to one shard.
I'm gonna stage a card in my grid.
I've got 1 action left, and I somehow need to dump 4 cards.
Yeah, you don't want to draw? You sure you don't want to draw with Marwa?
Yeah, right. That's maybe I should.
Oh, man. So now it's your action.
Yeah.
I need to come back hard, guys.
Boy,
come on, everybody at home.
Well, jeez. All right, I think I need to just stage a card.
I like this thing where I like the theme here in my mind where it's like Rob really overextended yourself just to get Recruiter and Alero to like work with you. You kind of had to like give him more contacts or information.
Yeah.
And so it's allowed me to sort of like see more of your network and more of like what you've got going on. And so now you're like more exposed in a way because you've which is it feels good. I love this.
I think that's a great way to look at it. I had to like give him a lot of information about myself in order to gain his confidence. So he's secured now, but now I'm going to have to end up archiving a lot of this, so it's going to be way easier to go through my.
It's all free now.
If this was in my network, they'd be more protected, but the archives are easy pickings. So
no, my hope is. But you'll probably keep the agents.
Let's see.
If there's agents, I have no idea.
So are you? No, you still have an action. Right?
I still have an action.
Okay, I'm out of actions.
And I am gonna forge Mender Mycologists, and I'm gonna use that as my action to gain 3, and then I'll use Goldie's collection icon to gain 3, or gain 1. Sorry, gain 3. So I get 4 shards. That puts me in a nice spot.
Yeah.
But it does let you have Marwa back, which I don't love.
I have some tricky choices here. Whew. Gosh.
But I think that's it.
I think that's it. And now I've got to discard 3 cards. So
how many do you have?
I've still got 8 cards in hand.
Yeah, 3 cards. Well, no, because we gain a shard and draw a card first. So actually 4.
Before the discard?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and they all go to your
4.
archive.
Right. Okay.
So gain a shard, draw a card. So So we'll drop.
Wow. Okay.
And now you'll have to just archive down.
Okay.
So, man, give me those juicy archive.
Well, okay.
rules.
I've got a rules question for you.
Oh.
Oh wait, no. I can't. Sorry. I wish I could do this, but I can't.
Oh, okay.
I know.
You know the answer.
Sometimes I can just read again and answer my own questions.
Yeah. Ooh.
These are very tough choices.
It's a good game.
It is.
I don't know who made this.
It is. I think I feel like I've pushed my resources to the limit, and it's gotten me 2 agents, but now it's gonna, I think the pendulum's gonna swing back.
I have to think so much about like the way this all happens here.
This last is
like how do I make sure you don't get another agent? I need to get 3, which is a lot. So I don't know. I have no idea what your hand looks like right now.
I think I need to pitch that. I really don't want to pitch that one, but I think I have to.
Are they agents? Probably not. You wouldn't do that. Would you? Would you?
Who knows?
Okay. And then I'm first now. So. All right. Man. I think I'm gonna. Oh, my Goldie is like this. I'm gonna delve on your council. Let's do it. Council time.
On my council?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do I have? It never fails, even if I've just staged a card here.
Yeah.
I immediately forget and have to look at it.
In playing in Tabletop Simulator, which is how we play test a lot of stuff, so we don't have to print and sleeve every time. It's so nice to be able to just like hover over something and just like summon the knowledge with like alt hover or whatever.
Right. Yeah, that instant peek. All right, I'm gonna spend 1. I'm gonna forge Orvo Plaza.
Shift alt. You're doing Orvo Plaza?
Yeah, I don't think people have seen this card yet, right?
I don't know if they've seen the card or not, but no, they haven't seen the art. That's for sure.
Right. I'm very excited about this art piece.
Yeah. This art is.
It's actually. The art actually connects to 2 other cards in the set, which are both in this deck. So maybe we'll see the other cards.
We're gonna definitely take at some point in the future show that one off somewhere.
Yeah, I was very excited about the whole thing. But anyway, this is a part of Eidalon where you gotta kind of watch your pockets, right? I mean, there's some.
Yeah. It's like, but also I love that it's like feels like a little cool community,
It does.
It just feels like a lively little part of town.
It does. It looks like there's probably some good eateries there.
There's definitely some people that you might not want to bump. Some Marwas out there that might bump into you.
Right. Especially if you look like you're from some other, the other side of Eidalon or something.
Yeah. From old Eidalon or something.
Yeah.
Like this guy dressed too nice. If you have 2 heat or more in your pool, steal 1 from engaged player's pool. So of course you're going to steal 1.
And I gave myself a heat last turn, so this is active now.
Yeah, no, that's smart. So yeah, you will steal 1 from me.
All right, thank you.
Which is not fun.
That's,
and then 1 to pass. So I will pay 1.
It's not a super.
It's not. It's this like
obstacle.
It's this ping.
More of a speed bump, really.
A little speed bump, but it helps you.
Right.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
And as I make my as I jaunt my way down, I'm going to gain a shard with Goldie.
Okay.
And I will pay 3 to give you another heat.
Okay.
There we are. Let's look at 3 cards.
I think at this point it's going to be very hard for me to shut off Goldie's ability. Oh boy.
Yeah. But I don't have enough money.
You just spent your
Baz.
Okay. Baz Illisk. I think this is another new art.
Baz,
right?
Yeah. I love this. He's the Dragon's Horde pit boss, which I can have that pop up too. But people are familiar with the Dragon's Horde, which is in the
one of my favorite art pieces from the demo deck.
Yeah, Evan really. I remember when he showed that one, I was like, oh my gosh, man!
It just looks like a
It's so cool.
Such a cool place to visit.
Yeah, it was definitely. I was letting him borrow my Tech on Concrete art books, which anyone who has not watched Tech on Concrete before, or Black and White is the other name.
Right.
So good, and the manga is great too. But just like there's a lot of really cool building designs in there, and he basically was just I think he was very inspired by something from that. And man, Dragon's Horde.
But he came up with this dragon imagery, which is very interesting.
It's very unique.
And then we were kind of talking about it, and it's like, well, maybe. And we had seen another, reptilian alien on Aidalon. So I'll try to stop bumping my mic.
Oh, you're good.
The capricious informant.
Yes.
And then it was like, well, if there's one lizard person, alien on Aidalon, there are probably many more. So then it was like, well, maybe one is
Baz
working the Dragon's Horde.
He's a pit boss.
And he's the pit boss. He's got a cool jacket. He's in his element.
They got like a little Dragon's Horde jacket. I love it. I love it so much.
But he's got a scrap cost of 3, and you're down to 2 shards.
And he's not on your grid, so the discoverability doesn't go off. But I do get to 2 more cards.
True. Okay.
Let's
go through them. All right.
2. Oh man.
That's another if it's in your grid discoverability.
Yep.
So
lots of great art coming out.
Right. Yeah. That's another
3.
There we go.
Okay.
It's another.
This is a great piece. I love the stylization of the Iron Forcer.
Iron Forcers, yeah.
In that piece. Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite things about all the different, using a bunch of different artists is kind of letting them all kind of view the world through their own lens and seeing, it's almost like watching one of those animated anthology films and you keep seeing the same characters, but they're drawn by different artists. And you get seeing the world through different eyes.
Well, and the original Iron Forcers piece that Evan did, like the proportions kind of make me think of like Ghibli almost, or like a Power Rangers. Because that's just kind of Evan's. He's got like this kind of final. I don't know. He's got this kind of specific.
It reminds me of like the Secret of Mana manual or something.
I think it comes from those like Japanese magazines that he like for a lot of the like Power Rangers stuff. Or what, I forget the genre that encompasses. Sentai stuff, which I'm also a big fan of. Mega Man, But it's fun seeing this. Like it's so much lankier. Like the helmet shape is a little more stylized, and like they're like more heads tall.
Well, this one's a little more angular.
Yeah, I really love it.
And then we also flipped right past this, but the Silkline Skycab is really cool, and it's this kind of old-fashioned tram line that. I always kind of imagined that it was a card for the remnants because it had been sort of officially decommissioned, but the locals had kind of taken upon themselves to recommission it, to kind of keep it going, figure out how to keep the trams running on their own. Unlike
OmniWorks, where they'd get it like running again, it's like this is like
central thing.
This is like it runs because some guy kind of
and it's been
hooked up some wires,
decorated. By the local artists, and there's another card actually in the set that tells a little bit more of the story of the Silkline Skycab.
Yeah, and that artist is great. Fernando Correa. All right, well I can't do anything with those, so now is your action, pal.
Okay, well, so you didn't grab my agent, but you do.
I know where one is.
You know where one is, so now I gotta think. So that was the first action of this turn, so now I gotta think about what my next move is.
I gotta peek at my own cards here.
All right. And you've got obstacles down in a couple of places.
And shifty stuff on board.
Shifty stuff everywhere. Okay. think I need to use my, I'm going to use my Marauder's Market, which is not an action. I'm yet again under 3 shards. So I'm going to gain a shard and a card off of that. Mm-hmm. And now, once again, I have too many cards in hand.
Oh yeah, no, this is going great for me.
It's interesting, yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of options.
That is actually kind of the scary part, is that you are kind of you're risking it more because you're drawing so many cards.
Mm-hmm. And giving myself
But you
heat.
also have a lot of card advantage.
I've got a lot of, and I've got just like a lot of potential paths forward. So I'm going to spend an action to stage a card here.
Okay.
And it's your action.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to... This is actually getting tricky. How many cards are in your archives? 4?
A few now, because I drew too many cards.
Yeah.
There are 4 cards in my archives.
Oh, man. Trying to
And I'm at 3 heat.
Yeah.
So you can see almost all of them with 1 run, but not all of them.
Yeah. I need to get in there. I'm going to... Gosh, I'm going to Mender Mycologists. Gain 3 shards.
Oof, yeah, that's you've got a lot more powerful economy than I do, and
Yeah.
I'm worried what that's going to lead to.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm going to. I've been like drawing and drawing cards, and it's given me a lot of great kind of ways of delving on you, but it has not resulted in a huge amount of shards. But it's given me enough to keep going. I'm gonna spend an action and delve your network yet again.
My network?
Yeah.
Yeah, with that exhausted, it's not helping me. I will do this. I'll just do this. I know it seems silly, but I'm gonna shift that up there just so this is kind of
Okay.
in there later. I guess it doesn't really matter, no matter what you're gonna do with it. But yeah, I'm gonna put that up there.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna spend 1 to
and you're gonna
break through the
Marwa.
obstacle. I'm gonna use Marwa to get that shard back.
There you are.
And it doesn't net me anything, but it does,
Yeah.
help squeeze you a little bit. So.
You gonna pay 3 to get rid of my tunnel runners, or leave it?
I mean, that's interesting. The problem is if I pay that,
Yeah, you won't be able to see anything.
I've got no money to interact. So I think I need to just leave it.
Man.
So let's, let's
2?
see card. Well, you've only got 2.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
1, salvage rats. Oh, I need to draw that.
Yeah, that would
Nothing?
be... No.
Leave it.
Yeah.
2. Oh, thank gosh.
Okay.
Okay. The video's not over yet, folks.
No, it's not over yet. However, the remnants do this for fun oftentimes. So I'm gonna play a fun run. I've completed a breach on a district, so I'm gonna gain that action back.
Oh God. Okay.
So, but we still alternate, right? We
Yes.
Still go
yes.
directly back to you. It's just now I've got 2 actions still.
Yeah. No, this is a problem. Because I can't just draw that card. But if I don't draw it, then you're not gonna see anything new unless you give me more heat.
That's true.
So if I can just be careful, I think is all I need to do. I think that's all I need to do. I'm gonna stage a card.
Okay.
Here. All right.
I will. stage a card.
Your middle row thing.
Mm-hmm. I love the middle row.
Middle row. All right, that's the end of... Oh, wait, you get to do another thing.
I've got an extra
what are you
action.
Gonna do? Yeah, what are you going to do?
Well... Yeah, what am I going to do? I feel like okay, there's like the safe play and there's like the crazy play. So the question is, what would Marwa do?
Yeah.
So
this is a role-playing game after all.
It is. All right, so let's play it. So I've got one more Finders Keepers. So I'm gonna
oh my gosh.
Gain 4 shards.
Just ensuring that Goldie's on forever.
Well, I think there's little chance. I know for a fact that you've got ways to. Whoa, what am I doing?
You give yourself 2 heat. Yeah, please.
You've got a way of reducing your heat. I've got no ways of reducing it. So I'm just going to go with it.
Yeah, I think
you've only found 1 agent, and now I get 4 shards, which is probably the most I'm going to have for a while. So I need to use these wisely.
Yeah, man, it's going to flip to you, and it's going to be stinky for me here.
We'll see. I'm playing this one pretty differently than the last one.
I guess, I like it.
But I think the deck demands it.
I think the deck demands it. All right, well, that's the end of the round.
Yeah.
I don't have any instance that I would like to take here.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I have no... I don't think I have any way of collecting.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get my stuff back, gain a shard, draw a card.
Okay.
And unexhaust all my junk.
Gain a shard,
and then you are first.
I'm actually up to 8. This is the most shards I've had all game.
Yeah, you're running tight. I'm scared. Oh, and Goldie as well. So you first action.
Right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to spend an action to stage this here. Mm-hmm. And it's your action.
Interesting. I'm going to Goldie.
Okay.
Going to draw a card.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right, your turn.
Okay.
Oh, I like how this has gotten just I'm glad that both these both this and the last playcast have been nice tense games.
I think so. Yeah. The now both of the boards have developed and we've actually both got a lot of shards. Mm-hmm. I'm ahead on agents. I've been pressuring you a lot.
You literally could gain point. Like I'm on,
but I'm also at 4 heat. So if you delve even once, you could.
Yeah. What do they call it on sorcery when you have no
Death's Door?
Death's Door.
Yeah,
I'm on Death's Door.
Yeah.
I feel like over here.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, with 4 heat, you could potentially pull multiple agents off a single delve. I think 3 is probably a long shot, but 2 is very possible.
Yeah. I could catch up.
So, okay, so we each...
So it's your action now.
It's back to me, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like... What's the barrier on... I've delved a lot on your network. Let's delve on your council.
My council? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Trying to think here. I will forge this for 3.
Okay.
Canal network.
Okay.
So when you hit it, I'll be able to shift an unforged card in either of our grids.
Okay. I don't think I have any instance here. I think I just hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know what unforged card I want to shift at this moment.
In my grid or your grid, right?
Yeah. Yours are the way you've staged them is not. It's really thrown off my sense of. I'm like, I don't know.
I think choosing where to stage cards is like one of my favorite parts of this game.
Yeah.
You can play so many mind games just with placement.
Swap these.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. All right, and then it's 2 to pass.
2 to pass. Okay, well, You get all these shards so you can spend them, right?
Yeah, and then you have more money, so you don't get to do any bull crap.
Yeah,
this is only a 1. It's a 1 to pass.
And does that have a confront? I don't think so.
No, it's just a 1 to pass.
All right, I guess I'll spend.
And then this is 4 to get rid of, but you also have to exhaust an unforged card in your grid if you want to get rid of my Mender Mycologist.
I think I don't want to. I think what I want to do
is give me another heat.
Is give you another heat for 3.
Yeah. I think that's...
I'll spend 3, and now I'm under 3, so now I can use my Marauders Market again. This thing is really paying off.
Well, and also, oh no, you just gave me heat. Yeah, so you couldn't do Marwa.
Yeah.
He wasn't passing the card at that point. He was already at the council.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. So I have to pass that card before I can choose to give you heat.
Yeah. Actually, same with Marauders Market. You were in the instant window.
Yeah.
And then you pass the instant window. You give me heat.
Oh, really? So I can't use this.
As soon as the delve's over, you'll be able to use it.
Okay, but I won't have 3 shards for...
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean, I think that probably matters, because a lot of agents are right around 3 shards.
Yeah, because collecting is the instant window, and then immediattle after the instant window is heat generation.
This is what you gain by playing against one of the designers.
If you look at the quick start, it'll, like, the little, like, flow chart, it'll tell you. But, but we're getting into the nitty gritty of these weird little.
Well, I love getting into the nitty gritty, but I'll let us continue.
But you absolutely will be able to use Marauders Market after this delve.
Okay, but I just have this strong feeling I'm going to encounter an agent that takes 3, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. One at a time. Go ahead.
All right, let's just start right here. What do we got? Recalibrate.
Which, by the way, I love this art.
Yeah, I do too.
I love the style.
And I love, it just tells you so much about OmniWorks. This guy's working away, trying to get his robot pal up and running. Let's try over here. Telemail cluster. No thanks. And the last card is Salvage Rats. Nothing. Okay.
Nothing. You whiff it.
All right. Well, I guess the Marauders Market timing didn't end up changing that.
Yeah.
I am going to use this. I'm going to collect a shard.
And draw a card.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So now it's up to me.
Right.
And my little stinky surprises. What I want to do. I'm going to stage a card. Or no, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to stage a card. I'm going to stage a card here.
All right.
Now it's your action.
Yeah. All right, so I got 1 action left. 3 shards. What do I even do? You've got 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I'm going to stage a card right here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, God. I have no idea which one of those 5 cards is Baz. I'm gonna Mender Mycologists.
Okay.
Gain 3.
You're definitely gaining shards a lot faster than I am.
I'm trying.
Between Goldie and Mender Mycologists, I can't keep up with that.
I'm clinging to
and I haven't really been able to. I've stolen quite a few credits from you, but not enough to actually keep you poor. It's just been sort of an annoyance, I think.
And a shard.
More than a card. Shard and a card.
Man, I gotta win. I gotta find a way to win. I don't know if we'll see.
We'll see.
And then I'm first. That was I got last action first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's useful. I think
I need to actually. You mentioned what I have, and
you have to check real quick.
This is real quick.
I hope one day we'll be able to offer our players some kind of fancy glasses that let you see through cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that exists on Aidalon.
But only like if they're on a specific playmat. Like they have to be laying on the playmat, so you can't look at their hand or their deck. But if they're within a grid slot, they somehow illuminate like a.
We need an augmented reality playmat.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be so handy if we could just figure that out.
Get on it, Cory. Who's first player? Is it back to you?
It's back to me.
It's back to you.
So I think I need to delve somewhere. You have 4? I'm going to delve on your archives.
Back up to... Oh, actually, sorry. I had an action at the end of... Do you mind if I...
Yeah.
I had one more...
I didn't realize...
So before I gained this shard,
yes,
what I intended to do was to spend 2, forge Starlight Special, and then collect 1.
Okay. Before the end of the round.
So actually I should be at 3, but...
allowing...
Okay.
I'm allowing this. This is a casual game, everybody.
Sorry, I'm trying to talk for the camera, and I'm forgetting what I'm doing.
Especially when you have those end of round instants. But we can show that card off.
Sure,
I'll pop it up on screen.
The Starlight Special.
This is the 6-pip source for the remnants.
I forgot it was a 6.
Yeah, it's a 6-pip.
6. Okay.
And I love this art.
Well, this was something you were very.
Yeah.
You were like. I've got this idea for a card it's going to be like a hot rod.
Yeah,
and I sort of didn't get it at first. What you were trying to get at with it. But.
I grew up in a lot of like rat rod kind of like greaser culture. My brother was really into it. My dad, me, kind of for a while. So I grew up, especially with like the Rat Fink kind of Ed Roth kind of stuff. Yeah. And I was like, it'd be really fun if we just had like remnants, just like someone's got like a sweet hot rod that's kind of like almost like a cartoony.
Yeah.
Kind of like Ed Roth,
right?
Rod.
But you mentioned some other sort of famous hot rods to me, and I started Googling, and I think the more I looked at it, the more I was like, okay, some of these look like Aidalon already.
Yeah, if you're ever curious, anyone, you could look up Ed Roth, like
Ed
cars.
Big Daddy Roth,
Big Daddy
I've heard
Ed
him
Roth.
often referred to.
Yeah. Not just famous for Rat Fink. He actually built custom cars like the Beatnik Bandit and the Mirage and all these cool cars. So I was like, we were talking about how to theme this, and I just like gave it. I think you came up with this name, but
I think we kind of workshopped it back and forth a little bit.
We came up with a bunch of different. What would be the fun like a name for a cool hot rod?
Yeah, and on another planet.
Yeah, and I like the Starlight Special.
And there's another card in the set that ties into this hot rod.
Yeah, there is.
And I'll leave it a mystery as to which card that is. Maybe someone will figure it out.
Might not even immediately notice it.
Yeah.
Because it's not as obvious, but we'll find out.
That helps explain how this hot rod came to be.
This is a sweet card. I love this. Yeah. Card. You're going to use it, I'm sure.
That's the hope.
That's the hope. All right.
You're first player. You've got a large card advantage here now.
Oh, I was going to go on your archives. I think that's still my plan. I'm delving your archives.
All right. So now the question is, do I forge whatever this is? Yeah. Gosh, I think I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna leave it.
Oh my gosh.
Just make you guess.
I'm gonna discover. I have to be. I gotta be careful here.
Sure. Okay.
Let's see.
So this is
okay.
Oh
no. Okay. Swap 2 cards in engaging player's grid. So you can swap any cards you want.
Right.
That,
however,
with how like much I care about my grid, this could be really disruptive.
But the thing that makes it tricky is you've got tunnel runners, which lets you shift. So a lot of the swaps I could do, you could very easily undo. So I feel like the trick here is to try to do something that's you know what I think what it's going to be is. Let's swap these 2. I don't know what that is, but just
God, that's like everything I didn't want to happen. That's actually,
music to my ears.
That is bad. I might have to shift those.
Sometimes when you ride the Silkline Sky Cab, it doesn't take you directly to where you want to go.
Yeah, and it goes face down. I will not pay for that.
Okay,
so. But that was man.
Yeah.
I knew some trap.
You got to get off at the nearest stop, and it was a little out of your way.
Yeah, it really took me further from the flooding area than I wanted.
Yeah.
I was hoping to use that to my advantage. Well, I'll keep going. I will. Are you gonna do anything with Starlights? But I'll just.
I guess let's see. I've still got 3 actions.
I have a lot of money.
You've got a lot of money. I think I'm gonna play it safe, and I will collect a shard off of it. And I guess I won't be using it.
I will leave it. Okay. And then I'm gonna hit your archives.
Okay. And I've got four heats, so you're gonna actually see everything here.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful.
Just a question of the order.
Well, you put them in there.
Well, that's true, but I was forced to put them in there.
All right, Street Parade. Oh man,
this is another great new.
I love that art
here. So I do too.
I'll pop that up.
So, well, I feel. I mean, yeah.
3. Oh man. Okay. You probably didn't want to get rid of that one.
No, I didn't.
And Honeycomb. See, this one has the correct icon. It's really weird.
I don't know.
I gotta fix it.
What happened?
I probably have somehow accidentally installed the font or something and it messed it up.
I just want to highlight this card for a minute. The Street Parade was something we talked about, and there was a whole discussion of so the trope here is you're trying to get somewhere, you turn a corner, and all of a sudden there's a giant celebration going on, millions of people. You can't get through, which I think is a lot of fun. But then we started talking about what does a street parade look like on Aidalon, this planet that's got all these different humans and aliens, and they've all kind of mashed together. And what do they celebrate? What are their festivals? And so you might notice there's a big float here, and it's like a stylized representation of a spaceship. So there's a whole history of
with like this flame trail
kind
of thing,
either blasting off or maybe landing on Aidalon to deliver some much needed supplies to early colonists.
We kind of talked about like the remnants. There's probably a lot of people who came from so many different planets, and so and especially with the collective here, it's like access, like the portal, they might not let through a lot of like very specialty groceries or specific cultural goods through the gate, like because the gate control a lot of the trade. And so I was like, there's probably still like once a month or once every week, like a big freighter, like independent freighter that like brings a lot of cultural goods and stuff, like care packages and things that certain people in the remnants that they want, and so it's like I feel like it could be something that's been thousands of years in the making. It's like this sort of like
I always took it
celebration
to be,
of the day that
this has been a long-standing tradition when they celebrate back in the days of private freighter captains delivering
like long distance
supplies, and no one knew maybe exactly when they were gonna arrive with all the grain or whatever that the colonists needed.
The very specific ingredient,
or that too. Later on, probably it was more just like, oh, we need to get our.
Like finally, I get to eat that again.
Yeah,
I haven't had any for so long.
So, good food is always a cause for celebration. So
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, let's. I think all 4. Which any of those have a cipher?
I don't believe so. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. No.
Yeah, okay. I would have. I would have cleared them all. Yeah. Okay. Cool. In multiplayer, I may have not cleared some of them so that.
Sure. Yeah, because in multiplayer, only the 2 players involved in the delve would
bluff an agent or something in the archives. All right.
So you're having a hard time finding my agents so far.
Yeah. It's your action.
But I think I've been forcing you to play a lot of defense is the main. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
It is.
Okay. Now I got to think about my next move here.
I'm not as familiar with this part of town,
Right. Yeah. And
I keep getting stuff stolen. And...
Yeah. There's, street races and all kinds of things happening. And it's interesting now. I have just enough shards that I can't actually benefit from my Marauders market, which has been my main source of shards so far.
Yeah. Hey, could you peek at that phone and make sure it's recording? Just got a red button. Like the button is red, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you. That's all. As long as it's red.
Yeah. I see it ticking. So. Yeah. Okay. So I've got a full 3 actions.
Yeah, gosh. I don't know what... I'm trying to think how my next move is.
Yeah.
That flooding thoroughfare really threw me off.
I'm trying to keep the pressure up on you, but I also...
Oh, yeah.
I think...
That could go really well for me.
I think I'm actually just going to take a shard, which I don't always like to do, but I think sometimes it's wise.
Yeah.
So. The problem is I don't have all the... I've mostly got card collection icons. Unlike you've got a lot of shard collection.
Yeah.
So that's always something to pay attention to while deck building.
I definitely did that just on purpose when I built these decks so that you'd have a hard time. Just kidding. I'm delving on your counsel.
Well, it's an interesting pairing with all the stealing mechanics, because then you're sort of, in a way, you're forced to choose. All right.
Man, I'm nervous.
I've got a tricky rules question for you.
Yeah?
Well, wait. Do I want to ask? Nah.
You might know
okay.
it. You might
I'm gonna actually wait on my rules question. I am gonna spend 2. I'm gonna forge the big rock bouncer.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So this guy says engaging player exhausts forge cards worth 4 scrap or more in their grid if they do not end the delve.
Yeah.
So there's no barrier, but you've got to pay up if you want to.
4 scrap?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that actually really sucks.
He's not messing around.
You have 2 actions left, huh?
2 actions, yeah.
Ugh. 4. I could just exhaust Mender Mycologists. But then it's like, is that worth it?
Right, yeah, it's exhaust, not scrap. It's not that crazy.
But it's like I could exhaust this and lose it.
Right.
I could also just exhaust Canal Network, but then it's like I don't have that to mess with you.
Yeah.
I don't really want to exhaust.
It takes a lot to
cards.
get this guy's attention.
Yeah. It's actually really hard because I'm like, do I want to eat Mender Mycologist? I guess I could always Goldie.
I mean, you've got a lot of...
I could Goldie. So I'm gonna exhaust Mender Mycologist. Okay. That does suck though.
All right.
And then I will not...
Because he's also got a cipher, so you've got to gain a heat if you want to scrap him. And pay 4, which is pretty steep.
I will just... Yeah, I'll let my Mender Mycologist wrestle him.
Okay. Yeah, it takes all of them to keep him busy, I think.
And then, now what are you going to do?
All right. Well, I think you're onto something. I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to forge Baz Illisk.
Yeah.
While this card is forged, it's each other card in your grid gets +1 scrap.
Yep.
However, now his barrier is active, so it's still very worthwhile to
You're
forge.
essentially paying 2 to make me pay 2.
Well, to make you pay 3 here.
But 2.
Yes, 2 extra. Yeah.
And you could draw a card with him right now if you wanted to as well. Unless you were unless you were worried that I was going to waltz right past him.
Let's see. Yeah, I think I am going to do that.
Yeah, so you can kind of get a little bit of value.
Although I had too many cards earlier, I've gone through a lot.
I will pay the 5.
Okay,
That's a
that
lot
makes
of money.
sense.
But I finally am on the board.
Agents. Yeah. All right. Well earned, I would say.
Oh man! All right, thank you. Hi, Baz. How's it going? I'm gonna go to the next card. Are you gonna forge that?
Let me check here.
I'm afraid to look at stuff because I feel like you're gonna mess up my board more.
I mean, Marwa is pretty tricky. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna forge this. So would you like to encounter it or
I'll
continue?
discover. Let's discover it.
Or sorry, discover.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be.
Some of these terms have changed a few times since I had to play. So all right.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sweet. Lindsay Reed.
So this is another new art piece we get to show off.
Yeah, I really love this one. It's
I do too.
Really unique to. It's just very different, but like I mean that's kind of what I think is something I love about a lot of the art.
I definitely
the variety. Like we're like old school magic boomers. I think is what people call them.
Is that the term? I don't know.
Yes, everyone says sorcery is like a magic boomer game or something.
Well, yeah.
but it's like part of what I love about magic when I got into it when I was like a kid was like everything was such a variety that I really miss it. I
love the multiplicity of art styles. I kind of personally like when you can tell who did a piece based on the art style. I think that's fun.
I love that too.
So this is Lindsay Rhee, first class Filch, and she's kind of an interesting part of the Remnants as well, because she's like someone that's maybe able to pass in other social circles and kind of it seems like she's able to steal credits from people.
Yeah. She's like, the idea of like, I love this concept of like she's in an old Eidalon style dress.
Right.
She's going to some party.
Getting invited to fancy parties.
Something really like a Beau Pax kind of level thing.
Right.
And they probably think she's like, of their ilk, but she actually is from this like crappy apartment. She's like, and this is like her getting ready. I actually kind of love that like we're the mirror. Like with this framing, it's like I feel like she's looking in the mirror. It's
sort of her. Yeah, that's how I always.
I really like it
as well.
But you do get to steal a shard from me, which is stinky, because she has.
From the discover ability.
But I still, man, that could have actually prevented me from taking.
That's what I was hoping for. But
so I will spend the 2. And oh my gosh!
So now all of a sudden it's tied up. So,
it's tied up.
So this is what I was afraid of. That
if you would have got Lindsay Rhee going though, with the you would steal every time you delve on me. It'd be brutal. I'm kind of glad I've been able to keep the stealing from getting out of hand.
Yeah, you've kind of shut it down a little bit, I would say.
I had to survive.
And you know what I'm going to do now? I'm now under the threshold for Marauder's Market. I'm going to use it yet again.
Because it's 3 or fewer.
It's 3 or fewer, so I can gain a shard and a card here.
All right, and then I get to your council, and
Okay.
I'll just look at 4 cards. Let's do
4 cards? Okay, but you're out of shards
I'm out
finally.
of shards.
All right.
Because I was thinking about using Goldie, and I don't know if I want to give it up.
All right. Choose the order, please.
Let's do this one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, shuffle a moment from your scrap into your network. So if you want to, because all abilities are optional.
I think I probably should. A moment, you said?
Yeah, probably one of your econ ones or something.
Probably. I mean, I could take another Finders Keepers. That wouldn't be too bad.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Or another Fun Run. I think I might just take another Finders Keepers.
That's the gain a heat.
Yeah, it would put me up to 5 heat, which is a lot, but I think
you gotta.
But if I can those 4 shards are pretty dangerous to use, so I think it's probably worth it.
All right, I can't do anything with that, and then let's look at the next couple. Man,
this is turning into a spicy game here.
This is spicy.
Okay.
How come whenever we play games, Rob, it's spicy?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a good card game.
Robo Plaza. Oh no! Resolve this card's confront ability. If you have 2 heat or more, what you do, you steal a shard.
Oh, but I can't steal from you. Hey. I've stolen so much.
The key to going against stealing is to never have money.
Right. Yeah. That's the.
Do this one. Oh wow!
Here we go.
Okay. And then Chrysar.
Oh, he doesn't have a Discover though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna make sure we do.
That's 3. You get one more.
4. All right. There you go. Cash. Take it back. Okay. I don't have any money. Well, now you're gonna have to just put tons of pressure on my.
Yeah.
My.
I was really hoping to use Lindsay Rhee against you and start stealing your credits again. Your shards.
I know, and she's like Cortex Data Flipper on steroids.
I know. She's a little hard to get working. I mean, the high startup cost is pretty flavorful, though. It costs a lot to get the clothes and jewelry and things required to get invited to those sorts of parties. So
yeah. I think when Lindsay Rhee and Marwa both got posted in the Discord, I think internally there was like jokes like, oh wow, oh no, I don't remember who it was, but they're like, oh no, she's hot or something.
Yeah.
And it made me think of the SpongeBob there's a Squidward talking about Squilliam. Anyone who knows SpongeBob would know this, but
you've lost me.
There's like a quote where he goes, "Oh no, he's hot."
Okay.
And I just think.
You think it was a reference?
Oh no, she's hot.
Yeah. That's
how I feel about Linza and Marwa. They're hot and cool characters. Mm-hmm. Badass. All right. Well, geez, that's your action, my friend.
I've got 2 actions. You've got
I have
one left.
One more.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So that was all on my council.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's a juicy council over there. You got to just get into my network and win the game.
I would love to. Well, now you've got no shards for me to steal even.
Yeah.
So that's
I have to be clever.
A little bit tricky.
When I gain them.
All right. I'm going to stage a card here. Mm-hmm. And gosh. I've got you up to 3 heat. I just don't have a lot of shards to make use of it.
Mm-hmm. What did you do for your second action?
I staged a card.
Oh, okay. So I should do one more.
Yeah. So it's your action now.
Which I want to gain a shard, but I know you're just gonna try and steal it.
Would I do that?
I could maybe do something with it though.
Okay.
I'll gain a shard.
Okay. Well, now I feel like you're just begging me to. Okay, I'm gonna delve on your network again.
All right. So you're approaching the Waterway Ferry.
I am.
I am going to. So while you're in the instant window, I'm gonna recalibrate.
Okay.
I'm gonna unforge Waterway Ferry.
All right.
And then I'm gonna pay 1.
Yeah.
And I'm going to forge Waterway Ferry.
Okay.
I'm going to shift it. And I'm going to hit Canal Network.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean...
Make it a little more expensive and a little more annoying.
Yeah. So now I'm encountering... I'm confronting the Canal Network.
Yeah, and I can shift an unforged card. I don't know if I want to.
I've got 2 unforged cards. This is
you have so many agents in your hand, so I don't know if I...
Well, you cleared... I mean, you got 2 of them.
Yeah.
You saw 4 out of 5 cards.
I could shift a card in my own grid. That's possible.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But I don't actually know. Well, I'll do this.
I mean, just undo what my Silkline Skycap did to you earlier.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now I've got this open channel here. I'm not liking this.
All right. So and then it's 2 to pass.
It's 2 to pass. I will spend. You have no shards to steal.
No, I could gain 1 for you, but
I'm
not gonna.
Yeah, you're not gonna. And then if I do that, you can use tunnel runners, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I just bounce into the barrier,
yeah.
Because otherwise I'm just giving you money for
no reason.
reason.
At this point, the tunnel runners are going to be...
well played. I think that recalibrate was key.
Yeah, I'm running out of tricks, but
that was a good trick, though. Recalibrate's a fun card.
Trying so hard to stay at death's door, I said. Yeah.
Well, but now I am, too. I mean, you've got 2 of mine, and I've got 2 of yours. It's sudden death here.
Well, it's into the round. I'm going to gain my shards from Goldie.
Okay. And I'm gonna spend 2. I'm gonna forge Honeycomb Hooligans, and then collect 1 of those shards back with it.
Nice. Yeah. So I think that's smart because you're gonna be able.
I need a little bit more. I don't have a lot of cards that let me collect here. So.
Right, gain a shard, draw a card.
Yep.
And you're first.
I'll gain a shard, draw a card.
Oh boy.
Yep. It's.
Don't know. I don't know how this game's gonna go.
I know. I'm first player?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to stage a card.
Oh man. I am going to it's going to seem maybe silly. No, I don't need to do that. I'm going to enter mycologists.
Okay.
Game 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I got them. I got the tools here.
One thing that's kind of interesting though with Eidalon is like your grid can only get so built up. So there's a certain point you get to in games. I always feel like this, where you have a lot of shards, and if you're kind of in a defensive situation, you're like, okay, now I can spend a bunch of shards to improve my defenses.
Yeah.
But if your grid's already full or mostly full, there's actually not that much you can do to really
you kind of have to
improve your defense further.
Give
you need
up
to think of
tools.
other. Yeah, you got to just kind of.
No, totally.
And I think that's kind of interesting. It leads to very dynamic gameplay where it's like, okay, I guess I just start delving or trying to dig for the moments I need or something like this.
Yeah, eventually you kind of just have to do something.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
I think
there's interesting strategies too with that shifting where it's like if you hit it and I shift it, you could just bounce and then come again and destroy tunnel runners.
Right. and actually speaking of that, I think I'm going to delve on your network.
Network, okay. So you're going to come up on Canal Network again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to I can shift a card. I don't know if I have one that I want to shift right now, even in your grid.
Yeah. Okay.
So I will not fire that confrontability.
Okay.
But it's 2 to pass.
Right. I'm gonna spend 2 to pass the barrier.
And then you're gonna
I'm gonna use Marwa to steal from you.
And then of course you're gonna get to the next instant window.
Okay.
Right.
And as I approach, I'm gonna use Marauder's Market.
Yep.
To get a shard and a card.
And then I will tunnel runners.
Yeah. And now I have to confront this Canal Network again. Okay. Oh man. And I'll pay it again, I guess.
Oh man, yeah, and I won't fire the confrontability. Okay. Here's the question.
Yeah. Now as I approach that, actually, I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to collect 1 off of this.
Oh, actually, what's the ability on that card again?
Well, it's a pretty good ability. I'm so hard up for.
I was going to say you could also jump. You can redirect over a card. That card lets you jump.
That's true.
Yeah.
That would have been smarter, wouldn't it?
You can do that before you.
I had forgotten about jumping forward.
Before you gain a shard off that. Let me do what I was gonna do.
Sure.
Since I am technically the defender, I'm getting my instance first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay 2.
That's true.
And I was gonna forge another tunnel runners.
Okay. So now actually, instead of gaining a shard.
Yeah, I would then.
I'm gonna jump over it with that.
I would shift Canal Network, right? You'd be still here, but now you could use Starlight Special, gain a heat, and hop over Canal Network.
True. I gain a heat from it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing?
It's okay. So to be clear,
so I'll hop over it.
I would get.
I'm
trying to make him hit Canal Network.
There's a lot
times.
going on because you're shifting and shifting and shifting, and then I'm shifting.
I'm shifting.
I'm changing where my delve is occurring.
So Starlight Special is awesome because it's not just I'm going to jump from here to here, which you could. You can redirect your delve to any adjacent.
That's the word I'm looking for.
So you can imagine that basically you're
I'm
if you're in the instant window, you're basically
taking a ride
jumping
on this hot rod. I'm outrunning your
to the
defenses here.
whichever one. So you have the option to also jump over to the next.
So your tunnel runners are like zipping through these underground tunnels, trying to shut down access ways and get me into the wrong spot. But my hot rod is so fast that you can't do it in time.
Yeah, your hot rod is so fast. So okay, you're just gonna jump over Canova.
I'm gonna jump over and I will approach your network.
Yes.
You've got 3 heat.
Yes, I do.
But before I want to do anything?
You've got honeycomb hooligans for money.
And I will, I'm going to collect 1 from them.
And then look at
And then I just need to check
all your stuff?
All my stuff.
Any money gaining fast things?
I don't think so. I think...
And I kind of like used my combo here, where it was like, I'm gonna make you hit this 3 times.
Yeah.
And you could just come now and destroy these.
Sort of, but like, I mean,
I
had to spend quite a few shards to get through it, and it's also, frankly, like it can be it can be hard for people to know what they're gonna run into because there's so many movement possibilities in the grid.
Yeah, orange gets wild.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 cards.
All right, 3 cards, please.
All right, 1. Oh, and that is.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Well, let's see real quick.
Wait, do I have a? Oh, wait, yeah.
Discover
more cards in your council. Archive a random card from their council and archive the top card.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that real quick.
If you have more, you don't have more. And this is a new art piece, by the way. We should show off.
Big Varna Gorvis.
So, Big Varna Gorvis. She's got friends in every district.
She's
kind of an example of some of the. Like OmniWorks has like some political representatives or some union kind of leaders that kind of help take care of their people, and she's got strings she can pull to help
everybody
people
loves
out.
Big Varna.
Yeah, and she's got a bold personality, and people tend to listen to her. So
if she's got a lot, all her abilities rely on a bigger council. So it's like the more people you've got, more
she's
friends.
Got a lot of friends, and she can pull a lot of strings.
She can pull a lot of strings. She just got to have them.
Yeah.
So, but hey, you're gonna pay 2.
I think I'm gonna pay the 2.
Oh my gosh! It's both games have come down,
and I got to show you.
I've
got an agent right there that I feel like it was just a matter of a couple of actions. It felt like before you were going to hit that.
I was coming for it. Yeah. Well, hey,
and I was out of shards.
Good game. My gosh. Well, that was that was both. I'm really glad that both this and the previous Playcast ended up being really fun, tense games.
Yeah.
Like
2-2.
This is usually what my Eidalon games feel like. Are these kind of like really down to the wire things. Even when I think last game I had like a clump of agents at the bottom.
That was really interesting. I was digging and digging and digging.
You won.
And I did manage to dig down to them, even after really getting off to a bad start against you.
And this game, I really thought I maybe had the upper hand at the front end once I got my stuff going. But man, because one of my plans at one point was to recalibrate my flooding thoroughfare.
Yeah.
Because it's until the end of the delve.
Yeah.
And then I was going to shift it with tunnel runners, and then shift it with tunnel runners, so you're going to have to pay 6.
There was so much of that, it was hard for me to keep track of it. I actually think...
It's hard to math stuff out when you
I kind of was like, I'm just going to have to try it and make you pay for it.
You just have to kind of explore my part of town and you kind of can't plan for it.
And do the best. Yeah. I actually think in retrospect, this Silkline Skycab and shifting your cards out of position might have been one of the most useful moves of mine because it threw off some of your setup. My
whole cheap, because it was only going to cost me 1 to reforge this.
Yeah.
My cheap network defense was gone.
Yeah.
And that was when you got that. You came back and you put pressure.
And I was most of the game. I only had 2 to 4 shards, and I had to just spend them wisely and kind of try. And I got up to 5 heat, which I feel like could have gone very wrong. But I was trying to just keep you on defense.
I probably would have gone network next, to be honest. And
I think you would have. And the thing is, I didn't have enough shards to forge him and get his barrier going, so you would have grabbed him easily.
Yeah,
so
man.
I think it was again down to
the wire.
Actions.
I'm glad that I was able to catch back up, but so that I don't lose my card game clout, because if there's one thing that...
Well, I knew I had to bring it against the designer of the game, so...
Well, I always tell people when I play them, like playtesters, I'm always like, you'll find out that just because I make the game doesn't mean I'm good at it. which is the case. I actually feel like all of us who make these games are like, well, I think we're good at card games, but it's like we're not...
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
we're not.
I don't know.
That's the reason we play test, because we need people who are like
I'm
monsters.
I'm mostly looking at the art and trying to think about why are these two characters friends or something like this.
But fantastic game.
Yeah, you too. This was interesting too because the other one I started way behind, and I feel like this one I started out way in the lead and then couldn't keep up with the cost of it and kind of had to fall back.
I thought I shut you down.
Yeah, you did.
You got back.
You did. And I had to use some very risky ways of keeping my credits going with Finders Keepers.
I'm glad I got to showcase some Tunnel Runner play with some weird multi-obstacle.
Yeah.
You're hitting the same part. You just keep running in circles.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Well, anyways, thank you all for watching.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Again, this is still on late pledges currently, so you can go and late pledge this if you still haven't done so. And we'll have more of these and more Rangers playcasts, everything, all the stuff. So thank you for stopping by, and thank you, Rob, for hanging out.
Thank you. Games, so. Great games.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.